Okay, if you've ever had tendonitis or been told you have tendonitis in the Achilles tendon, or you have plantar fasciitis, a lot of the things that we're going to do today, you can do seated. Okay, so we're going to be doing some of those very things. So whenever I ask somebody who said, "Oh yeah, I've got my plantar fasciitis is kicked up. My Achilles is just killing me." Number one, you need a lot of really nice. Get somebody that will just put their thumb on certain structures right down around your ankle, the back part of your heel, and just gentle rubbing. So see what I'm doing right now? I'm doing a step out and I'm rolling. I'm not stretching. I'm stepping out and I'm rolling. See, I have no pressure. I have no pressure on that back leg right now. See that? So it's gently going from side to side. A lot of times you don't even think about this. Now, I'm doing it with no holding on anywhere. I would encourage that if you have active pain in your heel, in your foot, put your hands on a chair. As you step forward, that will help you not put too much on one side or the other. You see, I'm like this, and I'm going to go like this until I feel a stretch on the outside of my ankle on that foot. Just do it. See, I'm like this, and everybody has done this kind of a thing before. See, you've done maybe back and forth, back and forth. Put it back here and go down until you feel that stretch, and then go the other way until you feel something moving around there. It should not be painful. If it's painful, don't go that far. Then come back and stand like this. And then take a big breath. You're going to step across. Okay? As you step across, you're going to turn yourself. So I'm getting you prepped for some of our loading that we're going to be doing in just a little bit. But specifically, I'm trying to address the lower leg. Okay? Which, if you address the lower leg, you're going to address all the way up here. All the way up the chain. So here I am. I'm going to put my hands on my little chair here. See? And what do I do first? What do I do first? Take a big breath. Yes. Drop your shoulders. Yes. Soften up your knees. See that? See, soften up your knees. When you soften up your knees, this right here, see how I went deeper in this? I didn't bend forward. I just went deeper in my knee bend. That alone will start to feel a stretch in your heel cords. Take a big breath. Bend the knees until you start to feel stretching going on there. It's not too much, but it's a little. Then you come back up. We're going to do this 3 times. Stay with me. If you've had anything go wrong with your ankle, your foot, your calf, your knee, this is a great one to remember. Drop your shoulders, rib cage up. Big breath into the nose. Do our little chin tucked. See how I'm coming down? See how I'm coming down? And I'm coming down and I'm coming down. See that? So this should be, you should be feeling this gently back here, not in a painful way. Okay, now we're going to do the other leg. So I'm going to take it back here. I'm going to pull to the center with my ankle. And then I'm going to pull the other way. See that? And I'm going to pull and make sure this knee is soft. Take a big deep breath. And roll the other way until you just feel a little something stretching there. See that? See that? This is a great move to do if you have problems with plantar fasciitis, Achilles tendonitis, any kind of lower leg, foot, ankle issues. And as I'm doing this, because this hip over here, my good hip, is being tight, because I know I have fluid buildup in there. And when you're feeling tight a lot of time in some of these areas that you have challenges with, the tightness is because you have fluid buildup, because you have damage going on. Not always, but sometimes. Okay, take a breath, drop your shoulders. See, I'm holding my ankle all the way out. I don't know if you're seeing it, but I'm holding it all the way out, and I feel a really nice stretch coming all the way from my ankle across the side to the front of the foot. And now I'm going down with the heel. Okay, so learn this little maneuver. After you get done with that, then you step over. See that? And you go the other way. All right. So these are just some great strategies to help you with your lower leg challenges. See what I'm doing? I'm not going back hard. I'm just stepping back. I could do it while I'm walking. I could do it going up and down a stair. So I'm just going to step back gently, just like that. And I have my hands here because that's helping me to unload my leg, my foot. Okay. That's why I encourage you to put your hands on a wall, a counter, a bed, a chair, and just do some flossing. Now, the other flossing we're going to do is this. See this? Point, flex, point, flex. Bring it up, bring it down, bring it up, bring it down. Point, flex, point, flex. Bring it up, bring it down, bring it up, bring it down. Bring it up, bring it down, bring it up, bring it down. Heel, toe, heel, toe. And you do it gently, but you get movement in there. You get the flossing going on. Okay, other, up, down, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Bring it up, down. Take a big deep breath. Here we go, right here. All right. So some of this, if you can sit in a chair and go from side to side, you can do that. If it's not bothering you, good, then do this. Now, the other thing you can do, and you're going to hate to hear this, is generally, I know I have at least 2, maybe 3 sets of crutches. Okay, if you don't have a crutch, if you don't like that word, get your poles. Get both poles if you need them. If you're having active problems with a flare-up, acute problem with an Achilles or your foot, you have to figure out how to not put so much pressure into it, okay? See that? See that? So I just push right here. I keep my tummy tight, and I just push down with my shoulders down. Okay, this is what gets the flossing without the loading on the structures that are having the itis problem. What is itis? Inflammation. That's what it is. Okay, take a big deep breath. Yes. In through the nose, always in through the nose. If you have to breathe out through the mouth, that's, you have to. But I want you to start breathing in through your nose, okay? And as you're doing this, this is flossing. Don't look at this as a nothing move. This is a something move, especially if you have ankle, heel, plantar fasciitis, feet problems, because what am I doing? See how I'm dropping here? Okay, I'm pushing my butt back, but I'm coming down here and I'm rolling to the outside gently. Then I come center, drop my shoulders, roll. Don't push your hip, okay? You're just pressing down. You're gonna push your hip back, if anything. And then you're gonna roll gently to the outside of the foot, okay? And it'll be a little pressure, But if you're pushing here, it minimizes that pressure. You get the movement, but not the pressure. See how I'm rolling out, but I'm pushing my butt back. Okay, I hope you get that. As I'm pushing my butt back, I'm keeping it extended. I'm keeping my back extended. That's why I keep encouraging you to push your butt back. Drop your shoulders, breath in through the nose. Now roll, 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 and now roll, roll, roll. This is very good to do, especially coming off of our little ankle rolls that we did supported with the chair, okay? So once we've done that, take a big deep breath, bring that leg up. Here's my little pole, or I could use my chair, or I could use both. And if you were a plantar fasciitis person, I'd have you use both, a chair and a rod, okay? Then I'm gonna come right up here. I'm gonna point flex, round out, because this does two things. This will move. This gets me loading gently on one side without overdoing it. And it gets me totally moving through my ankle. Point, flex, roll, circle, other way, circle. And the third thing is I got this up here at 90 degrees. See this? This is a big deal. Now bring it back. I know it. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Okay, come back. So I'm going to dedicate this whole thing to Bonnie. I'm going to put it on the descriptors. I can hear her right now. Oh, I needed that, Jeannie. Oh, I know. Okay, take a breath. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. See how I'm coming through? Coming through? Yeah. Put that foot down. Okay, just roll it out just a little bit. Just like that. So, hand. Perfectly reasonable to hold on like that. Okay, so now I'm going to come up with the other leg. So what am I doing? I'm shifting into this side, but I'm not dropping. Okay, take a big breath. Okay, I got it at 90 degrees right here. I'm going to go point, flex, tight tummy, take a big breath, and then go around and around and around with my ankle 3 times. Circle the other way, around, around, around. Take a breath, bring it up, and bring it through, and come up with your heel. Then come up, then come back out and up, and up. So you're rotating through that hip, and you're keeping your ankle in dorsiflexion. See, I'm keeping it up there. Yeah, that puts a gentle stretch on the Achilles and the plantar fascia. Not a lot, but a little. Take a big breath through the nose, drop your shoulders. Make sure your knee right here is softened. Don't be leaning. I know it. This is when you want to tell me to shut up. I think I said that the other day. My son was saying some joke to me, and I said, "Oh, shut up." And Shepherd said, "That's a bad word, Mimi." I got like said, "What? You haven't seen nothing yet." No, I'm just kidding. You should be laughing right now. I know, I got caught. But it was all jesting. Okay. Take a breath. Bring it back down. Okay. My foot was in dorsiflexion, this position, the whole time I was doing that. Okay. So press back. Okay. Last one before we start really picking up some weight here. See this? I'm trying to put my shoelaces on the ground is the point. I'm hanging on. I'm just turned here so I can show you what I'm doing. Yeah, try to put your shoelaces down. Yeah, just like that. I know it. Okay, let's do the other one. See, I'm gonna try to put my shoelaces down on the ground. All right, that starts setting up really great movement through the front knee, the hip, all the way up, the ankle for sure. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna put my little bar down. Now I'm gonna step back and bend the knee gently. But if I have a lot of tightness, sometimes it could be due to fluid in that joint. See how I'm bending gently? So I'm just prepping you, getting you ready. And then when we start to load some of the moves that I do standing, you can very well do those moves to give your upper body, your back, everything great work without loading the affected area is my point. Okay, so I just did a knee bend. I need a knee bend because I wanted to get into the lower, but I didn't hold it. All right, I'm gonna turn this around now. We'll go back this way so you can see what I'm doing. See, I'm gonna sit, okay? Take a big deep breath. Big deep breath. I got my gloves on. I'm gonna start with my ankle weights. I should have told you that. Some of you are probably have your ankle weights holding a door open somewhere. I know you. Okay, well, get those suckers and put them on. Okay, so here's my ankle weights, and your best ankle weights are going to be ones that you can lighten up if you want. So these are about, are these 5 pounds? I don't know if these are 10 or not. These might be 10, I'm not sure. Maybe they're 5. I don't know. I think they're 5, maybe 8. I'll have to weigh them. Anyway, ankle weights. So lots of you got ankle weights from me. When you have active, like an itis in your tendonitis in your Achilles tendon, your foot, ankle weights are a great thing. Okay, you put them on there, and then we can do a lot of work with preserving our fitness and giving you a load without really unduly overworking the foot and the ankle. Okay, see how I'm like that? See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate back, which you know we've done this many times. I'm going to use my hands. Sorry, got a clear frog in my throat here. Okay, I don't have COVID. Okay, I'm going to go back like this and back like this. I want you to master this. Pay attention, because a lot of times people will go and try to lift this up, or they'll go down here and round their back to grab. So what I'm saying is put your hands under here. Now straighten your rib cage. Yeah, lift your rib cage up. As you go back, your knee comes up. See that? As you go back, your knee comes up. Now, can you do this without using your hands there? Absolutely. However, if you're having trouble moving in general, whether it be whatever, whenever that you have pain, it's hard to move, period. So the fact that you're coming on and doing any of this is a good thing. So you get an A as slugs for doing any of this, okay? So here we go, back. You can put your hand under there, or you don't have to, but be ready, because if you don't put your hands under here, this is gonna really kick, okay? And right here, and if you're having hip issues, it's hard to do this lift, okay? So hands up, lift, come back, and come down. You're going to tighten up because now I'm lifting a lever that has a weight on the end of it. All right. I can use my hands or I cannot use my hands. Here we go. Open, bring it up, come back. Let's do that again. Open, bring it up, come back. If you're having hip issues or you've had a new hip replaced or whatever, use your hands, but don't cave, okay? How do you not cave? You say rib cage up. That's what you do. You say rib cage up, and then you come back down. And then you switch, and you say rib cage up, and you come back down. Take a big breath. Through the nose, exhale. Okay, now how you want to do this with this kind of move is you take a breath, little, through the nose, you open and you exhale. And then you breathe in. And you exhale. And you breathe in. And you exhale. See, I'm much better right today on my challenge side, which is the side that's giving me a little trouble, is just slipping one hand under there. See that? Just one hand really facilitates the tightness in my hip there that I'm working against. Yes, I know. This is why I very well know what's going on with lots of people. Take a breath, take a breath, take a breath. Okay, so see this flow movement? It's not super hard, but it's loaded. Okay, it's loaded. And I'm doing this smooth rotational move through the hip. I'm lifting up through the knee. And now we're going to start doing that toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Keep your chin tucked. And then come back down. Breath. Breathing in through your nose. Here we go back. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. This is a very good one to do with a weight on your ankle, especially if you're having troubles with your feet and your ankle. Why? It's because it's not that hard, but you're getting movement through that ankle without hurting the itis. Hope that makes sense. Okay, big breath. Yes. Breathing through the nose. Yes. I'm going to open my feet wide, and I'm going to go over here and get some free weights. Okay. What am I going to pick up? I'm going to pick up not the lightest that I can. I'm going to pick up a 9 to start with, but I have leg weights around my ankles. So what am I going to do? I'm going to either use this if I need to, or I'm going to lead the quad, but I'm not going to jerk. Take a big breath, lead the quad, and you're up. Okay, now wait, don't move your feet. Don't move your feet. Come back down. I know it. You thought you were free to go, right? Not. Here's the deal. Some of us don't get up because it hurts. And so what I want you to do is acknowledge where it is hurting. That's the only thing we can start working at. But pressing forward, pressing into the heels, using your hands back here if you need to, or using your choir lift is what you want to do. You don't want to hold your breath. You don't want to jerk. Okay? I didn't say you were a jerk. I said you don't want to jerk. Okay? Woo! Okay, are you ready? Okay, I'm going to pick up 9 pounds on each hand. But I have leg weights. I'm going to be very careful when I'm ambulating with leg weights because that's not really what you want to do with a leg weight. Now, I'm standing. If you are a person with plantar fasciitis, I would encourage you to do this next segment seated because you're going to be putting a lot of pressure on something that's already acting up. Okay, and I will demonstrate the sitting down, but you're perfectly allowed to load here with sitting down. in and bring it back down. So you can do all that very much sitting down. So just pretend you're sitting down. I'm doing it because I'm going to do some work like this with my leg weight. I'm going to do some work like this with my leg weight. Okay? And I have hand weights. You can do every bit of this seated. You just go to the side. Okay? So here we go. Pull and open. That's the first thing. Okay? Don't grip too hard. Like, give me a little wave with your fingers. Okay? So I'm on my shoulders. I'm going to go to my ears. I'm going to come right back down. Okay? As I do this, I'm going to go and just do a little tiny heel lift. See that? I can do all this seated. Breath. Yeah, just go to the side. Breath. I'm going to put my foot back there just like I would if I was on the chair. I do a little tiny pull. A little tiny pull. A little tiny pull. Breath. Breath. Then I'm standing straight. Don't put those weights down yet. Okay? Wave to me. Bring those elbows in. Now bring them forward. Now bring them to the knee. You can do this very well sitting down. Okay? Take a big deep breath. Really say rib cage up. Tuck my chin in. Big breath. Bring them right out here. And you're going to come pull. So see, this isn't a super heavy weight, but it's not a super light weight. So I am doing them together. If you had an issue with a shoulder, a back, especially upper back, I might have you doing one at a time. Okay? But I'm doing this slow and easy. And you know what else I'm doing? I'm acting like I'm doing a little walk. You can do this very well sitting. See, if I'm sitting, I can still lift my heels against that weight. See that? So if I was sitting, I would be doing this. Take a big deep breath. And I'm doing that heel lift, that heel lift, that heel lift, that heel lift. So one of the things you want to notice when you're doing a traditional hammer curl, which is what we're doing. See this? And we're doing a little higher repetition because it's not super heavy. You don't want to throw your elbow. Keep your elbows in. Okay? Lift that heel. Lift that heel. Take a big deep breath. Lift the heel. Yeah, big breath. Don't hold your breath on this. And I just, if everything's flowing, what you want to do is try to turn your head and look on one side. Turn your head, look on the other. Take a breath. Keep pulling those heels up like your little legs are just doing a little pumping action. And see, I'm doing it against that leg weight. You don't realize it, but that's what you're doing. Bring them up. Take a big breath. Drop your shoulders. And come back. And go pull. And come back. And go pull. And come back. Okay. Okay. Stay with me. We're just going to do 5 more. Stay with me. And when we get to the 5, okay, that's 2. Here we go. 3. I have to check with Kathy. I think that's 4. Okay. I think this is 5. Hold them here. Hold them here. Yeah, don't put them down. Keep lifting those heels. Keep lifting the heels. See how I'm rolling through the foot? You can do this seated very, very easily. Come up and come up. And come down and come down. Take a big breath. Through the nose. Come up and come up. Come down and come down. Up and come down. You're just barely touching the front of your shoulders. Barely touching. Big breath. Bring those heels up. Yeah, just bring the heels up. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Take a big breath. Take a big breath. Take a big breath. Now you're going to come up just to here. You're going to hold it. You're going to bring this one up just to here. Elbows are forward. Elbows are forward. They're not flared. Elbows are forward. Heels, heels, heels. Take a breath. Open. Take a breath. Big breath. Bring them down and bring them down. Ah, I know it. Okay. Now we're going to take those same weights and put them right here in our pocket, so to speak. Okie dokie. Put them in our pocket. Now I'm going to take one leg in the front here. See what I'm doing? See that? I'm doing like a toe tap. See? So this knee is soft. This knee is in front and it's soft. It's not super bent, but I want to bring my toe up against that weight. And yes, you are balancing on a heel and a foot. That's what you're balancing on. So if that is precarious to you, sit down and do this whole thing. It's perfectly easy to do it seated, okay? You just are seated, and then you put the foot out, and you do this. See that? And you can do that seated very well. Take a big breath. In through the nose. Little heel tap, little heel tap, little heel tap. Big breath. Got these in my pockets. Remember that? Drop your shoulders. Push back. And see, I can do this very well seated. Sure, if you can stand, stand. But if you've got an itis in your plantar fasciitis or an Achilles tendonitis, you got to do some of these unloaded. Okay? Give yourself a fighting chance. Okay, keep those shoulders down first and then back. And it's going to be push, and it's going to be push, and it's going to be push, and it's going to be push. Take a breath in through the nose. Yes, and yes, and yes, and that's it. And bring it back. Okay? I know. Sit down if you need to. That's okay. But your feet shouldn't be, you should pretty much be pointing straight forward with your feet. If they're out a little bit, that's fine. But put your weights right here in your pocket first. Soften your knee, shift, put your heel down there, and just do some of those little taps. See if it's feeling okay to you. If it's very unbalanced, then you need to widen your base, okay? Or seat, have a seat. That's perfectly fine. So I'm gonna go toe up, I'm gonna go push, I'm gonna go push, I'm gonna go push. My shoulders are down, and then they're back, okay? I'm gonna put Kay's name on this one. Yeah, I know. This is the one you gotta do, Kay. And now we have a weight. So this is traction with a weight. Take a big breath. Drop your shoulders. Do that little toe tapping. Yes. I know it. Take a breath. 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 Push. Shoulders down. Yeah, shoulders down first. They'll roll back by themselves almost if you keep your hands close enough. Okay, two more. Here we go. Okay. You should be feeling tired now. Okay, I'm just gonna put my weights right there because I'm gonna revisit them. All right, so right now I'm going to, and again, let me caution you, any ambulation that you do with a leg weight, pay attention to what you're doing and slow your movements down, because I don't want any fatalities here, right? Okay, let me tell you. So what did I do? I picked up my bar and I got my little balance pad out. I'm gonna pull it back here so you can see what I'm doing. See that? So what am I gonna do here? Well, I am going to put my heels right there, my full heel. So see, I want to look down. I want to make sure that it's fully on the edge. So you want to pull your heel back so that it feels like, yeah, I'm on there. Okay. Here's your bar to hold balance if you need it, or put your hand on a wall. So what am I going to do now? I got leg weights. Oh my goodness. Now I'm going to pull my toe up and down. And you can do this kind of seated. You have to pull it under quite a bit. But if you are holding onto a wall, or if you're holding onto your little bar here, see what I'm doing? See what I'm doing? So I have 2-inch heel raise. My knees have to be bent. Okay? Don't lock out here. Bent. And every time you go down and you go into that big pull, so as far as a dropped foot issue, or if you're trying to help strengthen your ability to pull your toe up, as you have to do when you're taking hikes, especially if you've got hilly terrain, man, you're going to be pulling your toe up a lot. All right. So I should put Kathy's name on this. Came up with this trying to think of some way to really accentuate the ankle strength and the tibialis anterior muscle. That's the front shin muscle. So see how I'm staying level. I'm hip hinging. I'm saying rib cage up, keep my chin tucked. As I go down, I pull my toe up and then I drop it. And then I do the same thing with the other side, okay? And I drop it. So it's a pull, breath, pull, breath, pull, breath. Yeah, you could do one at a time and build up a lot of tension, and I'm just doing every other one because I'm interested in the movement as much as the loading. See this? So I want to really pull that toe up against that weight. All right, take a breath. Big breath. Woo, big breath. Okay, one more. Yeah, your ankle should feel really good after this. This is not a hard one, okay? It's a balanced one, and you're loaded in a good way. But yeah, it's definitely a balanced maneuver. That's why I want you to have your hand on a wall, a chair, or your rod. Okay, see, I'm just stepping carefully. See that? Okay, here's my weights again. So here I am. I'm going to come right here. I'm going to hold them right here. And now, do you remember what we did at the beginning of class? Do you remember our ski, kind of our shushing back and forth? Yeah, this is definitely a ski maneuver or snowboarding. I guess your feet would be in this position for snowboarding. Anyway, step wide, whatever. You got your weights here, right? Now we're going to turn it this way. And we're going to do snowboarding. See this? And we're going against those weights. All right? And we're going to come up. And we're going to act like we're going to serve something, but then you don't really extend your hand. See that? So I'm going to go inside foot, outside foot, then outside foot, inside foot. And the whole time you're doing a high hip hinge. See this? Breath, pull, breath, rotating, rotating, rotating. Ah. Big breath, big breath, big breath. Yeah. Pull and back. Pull and back. All the way open. So my story on my ankle is I turned my ankle one time. I don't know, I was probably in my later 40s. I was playing volleyball. Who'd have thought? and turn my ankle, something awful. So I can tell this is huge beneficial for a very controlled rolling, keeping your knees soft, almost bent, and doing a hip hinge. Pull, keep your elbows in, rotate, rotate. And all of this is coming down as a weight load into those feet and ankles. And you could do this seated. Okay, you really could do this seated. You could roll, which if you have an itis, you need to do it seated probably as you roll your ankles back and forth. Okay. Okay, just two more. Here we go. Keep your chin tucked. Keep your rib cage up. Rotate. Okay, I think that was two. Kathy's gonna yell at me if I get too far off. Okay, are you ready? We're gonna do a fold down. I'm weighted in my ankles. I have two 9-pound weights. Okay, so I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna put them down gently. And here's the deal. If you just now did that, if I were with you, I would be watching you, because you know what happens? At the very bottom, you think you're bringing your butt down, but what you do is you bring your head and chest down. And I want you to bring your butt down. Okay, see this? My butt's down. Then I'm gonna come back up. Yeah. So that's the deal with the hold. Okay, carefully, carefully. I'm going to switch my weights. Okay, so I'm going up 1. So what does that mean? I have a 12 and a 12 now. Okay, I have a 12 and a 12. So I'm just going to step wide. Now I have the weights on my ankles, which I don't know if they're 10 pounds each or if they're 5 pounds each. They might be 5. Anyway, so that's 10. Then I have a 12 and a 12. So you can do the math. Then I'm going to bring it up. Now, this particular move is for people who are not having a flare-up. If you're having a flare-up, then you put your weights on your shoulders seated. You can very well do this seated position, okay? Take a big breath, and you're gonna come and push your butt back, and you're gonna lean in, and then you're gonna straighten back up. Now, I'm standing because I want the load all the way down, because I'm gonna be doing some press-ups, okay? But right now, if you were seated, you could very well push your butt back and lean in, and you will feel the load in your back extensors, which is where I want it. So it's not in a bad way. It's in a very good way. Take a big breath. Okay, push the butt back. Here we go. And then come back up. Take a big breath, push back, and then come back up. So you could do this seated. This would be very beneficial for anybody that's wanting to do some good loading and give their spine a good load workout without loading your lower limbs. So I'm doing it standing. You could do it sitting, okay? Take a big deep breath. I got about, I don't know, let's do 3 more. Here we go. Push the butt back, lean in as far as you can, and then come back. Take a big breath. Push, 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 and come back. Okay, one more. I think we're there. Right there. Okay. Now, this one, the next one would be hard to do sitting. So it's a full body load, and it is actually doing heel lifts, I'm sorry. You're pressing into your toe, but you're lifting your heel. Okay, so the biggest mistake that people make on this is they lock their knees. So don't lock your knee, okay? Get your weights so that they're comfortable right here. Hang on to them, okay? Soft knees, okay? Tight tummy. You ready? Press into your toes and lift your heels. See that? Yes, it is going to be a balance thing. And if you do this up at a wall, that's fine too. You could be touching a shoulder to a wall. That would be fine. But this kind of a lifting with weight, this is definitely to strengthen ankles, to strengthen your lower leg. But if you feel any pain with, if you're having some plantar fasciitis issues or ankle issues, then of course you can't do this. If you do it, but you do it with no load, I'll say that. So you might want to try to do this even with your ankle weights, but don't load the upper body if you're going to stand. Now I have people do this on stairs and they use just their body weight, okay? So you see what I'm doing? I'm doing quite a few. So don't even ask me, how many do we have to do here? Because it's not that hard unless you're having some of those issues. My knees are soft and I'm doing constant heel lifts. Okay, I have to have a very extended back. So that means keep my tummy tight. I can turn my head, but I would almost rather you not do any head turning right now, especially if you're not hanging on to anything, okay? Because I don't want you to get off balance. Keep your knees soft and you should be standing pretty wide. Take a breath. Take a breath, just about. Okay, let's do 4 more. Here we go. Up, just get those heels up. Yeah, get the heels up. Okay, 1 more. Woo! And bring them right down, just like that. And step in and fold. Drop your butt. Drop your butt, drop your butt. Stay down there for a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna come up. As I come up, and you could do this in a chair, you lean in, you come up, and then you bring your leg up. See that? Make sure you don't get off balance. If you need to use your pole, use a wall, shift, bring that leg up. Shift, bring that leg up. So I'm only gonna do 2 or 3, then we're gonna go back down and get the weights. Okay, drop your shoulders, big breath. Shift, bend, bring it up, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, bring it down, shift, drop your shoulders, take a big breath, bring it up, hold it, breath, hold it, breath, hold it, breath, and bring it down. Okay, we're going to do this 2 more times. Are you ready? Not putting any other weight here. Make sure that you've got your pathway cleared if you put your foot down. Remember, if you start losing your balance, just go to your kickstand, put your toe down, okay? Okay, rib cage up, shifting. Here we go, bring it up. See how I put my toe down? If you're not quite on balance, hold it up here, hold it up here, hold it up here. Take a breath, take a breath, take a breath, take a breath, take a breath. And put it down, step wide, shift, okay? Kickstand, toe, bring it up, breath, bring it up, hold it, breath, 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 hang on, just stay in there, big breath through the nose, and bring it down, okay? So the thing of it is here is, yeah, I'd like for you to hold it for at least 15 seconds, at least. But just bring it up as far as you can and say rib cage up, okay? And just hang out there for a bit and then put it down. The trick is putting it down when you want to put it down, not when you are forced to because you're falling off balance, okay? Take a big breath, bring the other leg up just one more time, just very briefly, just bring it up. See, I want you to practice this one-legged standing a lot, and today we're doing it with a weight, okay? And then come back down. Big breath. Okay, my weights are there. I will come back to them. I'll move them over there so I don't trip on them. I'm going to come right back here. Okay, we're going to do 2 big main moves with our leg weight right now from the chair. Okay, so here we go. So I'm right here. All right, and we started doing one here, but now we'll finish it. So I'm going to lean back. Notice you didn't hear me say I'm going to round my back and lean back, right? I'm going to hip hinge back. Big breath through the nose, bring the leg up, and then instead of trying to think that you're going to lift your whole long lever up, that's a formula for disaster, number 1. You want to move into it like this. So you open, take a breath, bring the leg up, and then just act like you're tromping on the gas. And you just want to hang on out here with it at that position. See, I'm just hanging on out here. Take a big breath through the nose, then you bring it in carefully and you come forward, okay? Ready? Hip hinge, open, ribcage up, chin tucked. Bring the knee up, take a breath, and exhale. And just hang it out there and just do a few little exhales, inhales, exhales, inhales. Hold it out there, hold it out there, hold it out there, and then bring it back in. And then you come forward. Drop your chin, and then come back. Okay, now, right now, since we're doing a lot, keeping our head in this position, now is when you want to take a little break. You drop your shoulders, okay? And if you want to, you can put your hands right here and you just push your head back. You don't necessarily lift your chin, okay? You push your head back. Your chin's going to lift anyway. So you're just lifting your chin and you're pulling down on those shoulders. Take a breath, release, and come back. Gently, carefully. Okay, big breath. Through the nose, exhale, lean back, bring the leg up, take it out, hold it there, and just come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And come in. Here we go. Open, tight, ribcage up, shoulders are down, chin is tucked. Bring the leg up, put your hands under here if you need to. We practice this at the beginning. And just bring that leg out there and just hang on. Even if you have to have your hands there, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now lead your core. Here we go. And come up. Turn that little chair around. Okie dokie. Put that toe back. We did a lot of that practice of toe pointing, right? So it's back. I'm pushing down. My front knee is soft. I'm going to squeeze my gluteal. Pull the toe off the ground, and then I'm going to pull. Bring it back out and tap the toe. So from the toe, straight leg, take a breath. Lift, pull. So you're squeezing that muscle. Lift, pull. Squeezing that muscle. Pull. Here we go. Take a big breath. Here we go. Pull. Woo. Bring it back down. Just 2 more. Just 2 more. Here we go. Big breath. Soften this knee. Drop your shoulders. Here we go. Lift. Take that toe off the ground and then pull. So we're getting two main hamstring moves right here. Pull, pull. Okay. Switch. Take a big deep breath. Drop your shoulders. Soften the knee. Step back. Tight tummy. And we're going to lift that toe off the ground. Then we're going to pull it in. And then we're going to lift. Don't pull it too quickly nor too tight. Okay? Take a big deep breath. Here we go. Pull. Here we go. Lift the toe off. Then you pull. Then you come out. Then you come down. Take a breath. Drop your shoulders. Here we go. Pull and pull. And down and down. Here we go. Just two more. Just two more. Lift. Pull. Down and down. Here we go. Lift and pull. And down and down. So I can tell you that I feel my hamstring on my knee replacement side tends to be much more challenging to lift than my other leg. So you could stand and release your weights. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna release my weights. They go back in place. Okay. Just like that. Take a big deep breath. Big fold. Big open. Just like that. Pull that arm across. Pat yourself on the back. Pull that arm across. Pat yourself on the back. And drop. Take a big deep breath. And I hope you were able to follow some of those lower leg moves. Fun. It was just too fun, wasn't it?